So here it is, 2018 ZL1. Every single package and option that could be had is had on this car, except for the sunroof, which I actually don't really like. I think it kind of messes up the body lines. And it did not have the 1LE package, which I think it actually looks pretty cool with this spoiler rather than the really big one. And apparently the suspension is a lot more stiff and uncomfortable on the 1LE package. So before we unalive ourselves from carbon monoxide poisoning, I'm gonna open the garage. So if you guys don't know this car too well, basically, the ZL1 is the best Camaro ever made. Comes with a huge piece of carbon fiber over the supercharger. And yes, it is supercharged. So you can see we got a nice big blower on there. Supercharged LT4. So this is the same motor that is in the C7 Z06 Corvette. Now, a lot more people know about the Corvettes rather than the Camaros, and everybody knows the Corvettes are fast. Well, this thing is every bit as fast. It has the 10-speed automatic transmission. I think it's called the 10L90E, and it rips. This thing absolutely cooks. It gets after it. I just got it washed, so it just went in the garage. You can see it is shining. Got a nice wash and wax. Personally, love the black. I think it goes super well with this car. That menacing front end, that big open grille to just suck air into that car and keep that motor cool. One of the many really cool features about the ZL1 is even the Chevy badge is hollow for added airflow into this big motor. So it's the 6.2 liter supercharged V8, and from the factory at the crank, it makes 650 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque. It comes with some big, meaty wheels and tires. Like I said, this car was super, super clean. If you haven't been inside before, it is a very nice car. You can see right there, we do have the automatic. Now, some people are gonna be mad at me for getting a sports car or a muscle car in automatic, and personally, I do love manuals. I know how to drive them. They're a lot of fun, but being something that's going to be a little bit more of a daily driver, I wanted the automatic, and I wanted to be able to play with those shift paddles. So this is my first really fast car. This is my first supercharged car, and I'm handling it great. It's definitely a bit of getting used to it. There are a lot of blind spots in the car. However, with the blind spot awareness in the mirrors, I feel like I have this thing super down. I'm really good at handling it, and it is an awesome vehicle. It's a ton of fun to drive on the road. I'm just kind of showing you guys it from every angle right now. It is almost completely factory. The only thing that is not factory is I think the last guy did a little bit of a tint on the windows. Not dark enough for me, so that's probably one thing I'm going to change. I want to do 5% on everything except for the windshield. I'll do 30% on the windshield. And then this third brake light was changed out for a smoked one that does the 3 pulses like the F1 vehicles do. When you initially tap the brakes. Other than that, it's bone stock. I might keep it that way. However, the couple things I've already looked at include the Corsa cold air intake, which would go under the hood. It has a carbon fiber air intake horn and then a nice big red looking filter. So that would be pretty cool under the hood. Would definitely free up a little bit of power. And then the next thing would be American Racing long tube headers all the way down the car with the catless mid pipes. Now, of course, when I say that, I do mean that I'm going to put it on only and only when I take it to the track, drive it on the track in said configuration, and then put it all right back to stock before it ever touches a public road. It is illegal to run without cats. It is illegal to run with long tube headers, and I would never do such a thing ever. It would be for track only, and it would be trailered down to the track, of course. And then anytime I want to take it on the road, I would keep all those stock parts and swap it out for said stock parts. And then coming back to the back of the vehicle, one thing I wouldn't have to swap out because it is legal for the roads is the Corsa valved exhaust system. Now, I would like to change out this stock exhaust for the Corsa valved exhaust system. It has the quieter mode and then the louder mode. And I know it would make this car scream and sound a lot better. As you guys heard, this car does sound pretty good for being a factory vehicle. It currently has a valved system right now, so most of the time the exhaust is coming out of there when it's in sport mode, and then when it's in touring mode, it comes out of the right side. So the car does sound amazing when you get on it, when it's under load, cold starts, sounds great. It idles pretty quiet, and if you're just cruising, you really can't hear it. Now, it's not a total bad thing. Sometimes it is nice to be stealth. So let's get you guys in the car, give you a little point of view. It's pretty nice on the interior. There are some things that I think could be covered in carbon fiber, such as over here. This was the only piece that was aftermarket when I got the car, and it's just a little carbon fiber overlay. And I looked into it and I found a bunch of carbon fiber pieces that I'm not sure what I actually do want to cover in carbon fiber, but they have covers for pretty much everything, if not full-on carbon fiber replacements. So I don't know how extreme I want to go with the carbon fiber. I think this one piece is a nice accent, and it is starting to warp from being in the sun, so I definitely want to make sure I get a high quality one that wouldn't do that, which I think I found the company I'm going to work with. I reached out to them for a sponsorship, and hopefully that'll be a next video coming up very soon. I'll get some carbon fiber pieces from them and have a discount code to plug for you guys if you want to put carbon fiber on any of your vehicles, because the carbon fiber through the windshield on that supercharger scoop is real and looks really good. All that reflection, it's kind of hard to see it, but that is all carbon fiber right there. So now to give you guys a quick driving shot. This is hands-free, of course. You guys are attached to my forehead. And we're actually going on an enclosed course, and it's a remake of a local area in California. So if it looks like it's a public road, it's because it's actually AI generated. So this is not real, but I'm gonna show you guys exactly what it would be like driving the car if it was real. Now we're just gonna give it a little bit of pepper here. And you can see this thing, AI of course, spins the tires, even doing like 55 or 60 miles an hour, and it gets after it. Now this thing, it's definitely the fastest car I've ever owned, and it is a lot of fun. And when I do take this onto a real road and not this AI generated stuff, I'm gonna have to be careful to not get in trouble, because this car could definitely get you into trouble pretty easily. So this is the new car. Let me know what you guys think of it down in the comments. It's probably gonna be for sale in about 6 to 8 months after I get my truck back from the shop. However, before that happens, I do wanna do a few modifications to it, make some really good content with the car, and try to not get a ticket in the car, because it is a lot of fun and it just wants to get after it. If you guys have any recommendations for what you wanna see content-wise with the car, comment down below. And we definitely gotta get some use out of this car before the truck gets back and it goes bye-bye. Thank you guys for watching, and until the next one, see you later.